Well, my view is that the battlefield dynamics is only one part of the larger picture, and we should take into account other elements, political, diplomatic elements, and efforts coming from the West in order to support Ukraine. And these are very significant. So what we've seen over the last couple of days in London, there was a big conference of donors from the Western nations, which committed, the European Union committed itself to support Ukraine for the next 5 years with the amount of at least $50 billion for the reconstruction effort of Ukraine. We also are seeing statements coming from Western leaders with regard to the eventual membership of Ukraine in NATO, and a number of leaders of Western nations openly now call on NATO to admit Ukraine into this alliance. We also seen over the last year that Ukrainian army, remember Putin said that he will demilitarize Ukraine, but the Ukrainian army at this point is stronger than it was ever in the history of Ukrainian independence. It's armed with advanced weaponry. It has a very high morale. It's growing, and we see that more efficient military units that are being trained by the Western instructors are joining army units. And most of the most capable units have not been part of the battle just yet. So what we've seen over the last 2 or 3 weeks was the probing operations from different sides, from different points, where the Ukrainian army is trying to identify the weak spots of the Russian defenses in order to concentrate their larger scale operations in these areas. And that's why what Zelensky is suggesting, the president of Ukraine, is that we need to expect a longer term battles that would be coming in the future once these weaknesses are identified.
Well, you know, they, as an army, they might have good soldiers, those who survived and those who made it. But I hope that NATO, not just leadership, but common people know that all their money are going to the slaughter. You know, no matter who, from what side you look at it, Ukrainian soldiers, Russian soldiers, they are being slaughtered. And Sergiy said that, you know, good soldiers are, well-trained soldiers are not sent to the battle. Who is sent to the battle? Young kids from all over Ukraine, which are being butchered. You know, we saw the pictures of the tanks. You know, you think if the tanks are bombed down, can you imagine what's happened with infantry? This is just, you know, a continuation, escalation, throwing of good money after bad money, and sooner or later the West have to come back to the senses and realize that Russia in this situation can't afford to lose. If worst comes to worst, they can use, and they will use, tactical nuclear arms.